the reason most of us have not adopted some kind of mobility exercise program, mobility piece, is that we haven't seen good results from it. And so as soon as you can see in 2 minutes that you make some change, we got you. So the simplest thing that we talked about, and Greg Glassman in one of his original pieces would talk about, hey, if this is a position that you suck in, turn a barbell upright and just flagpole and stretch. And what he was really saying is, let's get into the physiologic range, those positions of emphasis, and let's camp out there and stretch whatever's need to stretch. And it's really a simple approach. But we can be a little bit more saucy about it. And if I grab one of these jump stretch bands, I can really hit some strange corners. I get a little distraction in the joint, which is nice. I'm going to back way up into a strange position that I might not be able to get by myself overhead. Like, this is a position that's going to be difficult for me to stretch, on my back or doing some strange thing. But if I really distract the joint and then press into some strange corners, I can hit some things that were like, I had no idea. And also, you'll notice there's a slight rotation here, and I've just tied in my lat by bringing the butt around, and I'm pressing laterally. And if this position was extrapolated, I'm like, hey, let's get you stretching in this position. You're like, dude, that's the guy from Deliverance, right? Where he floats past him. Like, that's not really, you're like, dude, I don't even know what that feels like. But suddenly, I'm like, hey, we're going to get you here. We really distract you. And that's really biasing those positions that feel good. I can really press the arm straight, get the tricep in there, and I can even add a little element of rotation if I need. Let's give it a try. Set up, 2-minute drill. Choose an arm. Choose the same arm you did before. Let's make it a super arm. 3, 2, 1. So back out, kind of hit those corners, distract as far as you can. Can you do some contract relax here? Absolutely. Twisting away. You feeling some things? Oh yeah, and then trying to press through. So even turn more face the ground so you can really hit that kind of arm overhead flexion position and then press into the corner, right? So really pull back, then press to the ground. That biases that, and then you can hit those corners this way. Even pull this foot back. Good, and now you can tie that lat in. You feel that differently? So if I was, Jeannie, I would want to press, hold her arm and press her through there, right? That's really that's the image, but she's going to do that herself. You feel that? Hunter, now everyone rotate your arm back and forth a little bit. So just your arm, watch my hand. My hand turns in and my hand turns out. Straighten that arm, really focus that tricep straight. Arm in, arm out. Try to press into those corners. So if the arm is away from your ear, I want you pressing laterally so that arm is going back behind your ear. Can you feel that? The distraction, does that allow you to relax in there a little bit? Does that distraction allow you to relax a little bit? The distraction, the tension in the strap. So back up, get a lot of tension in that strap. Allows you to kind of hit some corners that you may not be good at. 20 seconds, let's go ahead and really rotate your face down. And then press this way. Can you feel that? Trying to bring the whole body into that position. Position of emphasis. A physiologic range. The unilateral bias lets me get into some corners. 20 seconds to go. 2-minute drill. And what I'll tell you right now is all of you have exceeded any ranges you would see in a kipping pull-up. Right? And you've actually touched that range and hung out there long before and far longer than you would. Good, come back up. You did any of that business. Is that nice or not nice? It's amazing, isn't it? It's like rolling out. Now, is it better, same, or worse? See what's up. Does one side feel easy? Does one side feel different? So put your arm up. Which arm did you just do? Okay. So come here for a second. Demons out. All right, so let's go ahead and come on up again. Okay, and we're going to have it face the camera. And one of the things you're going to see is the distance between here and here. Now this is a much more integrated midline stable position. Can you see the difference? That one arm looks a little bit closer. This is one of those hippy-dippy things that I'm like, well, look at the difference here to here, and that's going to affect overhead positioning. But more importantly, I know I can reproduce this. But this side looks a lot more straight up and down and kind of set than this side, which is going to send a lot more force more obliquely. Can you see that? It's a simple mechanics, but this is a really big difference. That is always going to feel better than that. You agree? Yeah. She's set up, kick, ready to go. And that was what, 2-minute drill? Should you guys do the other side? Probably should. Let's do the other side. Did you like the difference there? Can you see a difference here? Which arm did you do? So go ahead. I know. Let's face the camera. Okay? One more time. Straight up. All right. So can you see a difference? Right? I mean, is there any change in this athlete? I don't know. Maybe I can see a difference and maybe I can't. Maybe that puts them into a better position and maybe it doesn't. Maybe stretching is really just a bunch of smoke and mirrors. But I don't think so, right? And that's the 2-minute drill. Can you make a change in 2 minutes? One of the things we need to become more sophisticated about is having basic tools to understand what's going on. And a lot of times, you know, the tissues get irritable and kind of have a low tolerance threshold for silliness. If you just buy them a little slack, and having a concept of where to start makes a big difference, right? That's 3 2-minute drills, and we see pretty significant difference in position. Is that pretty easy? Yeah?